Morning, guys. It's about 6:10 a.m. and it's about 28 degrees. And this week I'm gonna do a video series on rewiring the cab. My goal for today is to get the contents of the cab taken out, including the passenger and driver's seat, the heating unit, and like the defrost vent thing that's up against the windshield. I'm going to be painting some of the items flat black, and I have to do demo, so for today the goal would be to get all that stuff out. If I get more than that done, it'll be a bonus. Also, the exoskeleton's pretty awesome. I know you guys, a lot of you like that series based on the amount of views that I got. But one problem, when I was welding these right here, those spots got really hot, and I believe they melted my CTIS wiring harness, because immediately after the project was done, my CTIS no longer works, and I tested it with two known good controllers and they both behave the same. So I'm gonna guess that I melted the harness. Last night I met a guy here locally, he's only 20 minutes from me, who has a plethora of Stewart and Stevenson parts, and I picked up brand new CTIS harness and a known good used PCU. So I know my controllers are good because they're both behaving the same, but those two items I have on hand, and if the PCU turns out to be good and the wiring harness is just toast, then I've got a spare PCU, which is always good to have. Aside from that, I'm gonna have a little unboxing coming up here. I got some boxes on the floor. Got a smoking deal on those, and I think you guys are gonna like that. But first, I need to make some room in here. I want to get the cab demoed out, and then get the dragon's breath going in here and heat this area up so I can do some work in here. But like I said, my goal for today is just to get this cab stripped apart down to where I can work on it and do some wiring and figure out what the heck happened to that CTIS harness. So let's get started. Okay, I got everything out of here that I wanted to. It took me about 4 hours to clear everything out, and I did get the CTIS harness out of here, and I'll show that to you. I think the next best thing to do here is to start masking stuff off and spraying flat black everywhere. I'm going to get the oil-filled heater in here, turn that baby on, and start just the dash, not anything else, but just the dash, flat black on everything I can see that's going to be exposed that's green. Let me show you the harness. I didn't find anything wrong with the harness, but I am going to replace it just because it is super old. And one of the things that I did notice is that this area is really corroded, and I'm wondering if something right there is broken. The other plugs don't look too bad, but there might be a break in one of the wires there that you can't see. But anywhere along here, it wasn't melted or anything. And then the only other thing I can think of is if once I install that and connect it to the existing PCU and it still doesn't work, well, then what I'll do is I will put this PCU in and see if that fixes things. So I'm hoping for the best on that one. What else? Found a bunch of these blanks when I was cleaning this out. But let me start masking everything off, and I'd really like to spray some of this green stuff down with black stuff. I think that's going to be the best option for the day, since it's not really warm out, but I want to get it done while I have it apart. And then I'm going to come in here and start doing the same thing with all of these pieces. I'm going to turn the Dragon's Breath on, heat the garage up, get it nice and warm in here, and then start working on all of this stuff. time permitting, of course. So let's get started on that. Alright guys, I got everything painted that I wanted to on the dash. I'm gonna leave it like that and take the masking off tomorrow. I'm gonna let everything bake on in here. So we'll leave the oil-filled heater on a high setting overnight. This side, it's already starting to dry pretty good. That paint is pretty awesome. It does pretty good in cold weather too. So we'll leave the oil-filled heater on here overnight, and hopefully that'll dry this out pretty good. Let's get in the garage and get this closed up and get the Dragon's Breath turned on. Let's get the garage set up to paint. I think I'll start with this because it's the most intricate, and then we'll start grabbing some of the other pieces and getting those going too. Alright guys, I got a couple of coats of my favorite flat black. I used a spray paint this time. Where'd it go? I'll show it to you. This is my favorite flat black spray paint. Sticks like glue to everything. Got a couple coats of paint on that. I'm gonna actually just they dry in about 15 minutes, but I'm just gonna let them dry overnight. I'm done doing work for today. I got a lot further than I thought I would, so that's a good thing. If you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Say hi to Blu-ray, he's excited. And I'll have another video up tomorrow. I'm gonna start doing reassembly, and then I gotta do some figuring tonight on the layout of the wiring. So I'll give you guys the lowdown on that tomorrow. Other than that, take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.